The 49ers Report by Chat Sports is made possible by our friends at Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/49ers and enter the promo code 49ers. You get 20% off plus free shipping on the best men's grooming products, including the brand new Lawnmower 4.0. Welcome into the 49ers Report. I am Chase Sr. I hope all of you out there watching had a great Memorial Day weekend. Let's get into the latest 49ers news and rumors. And here on the show, we've talked a lot about the depth at the tight end position behind George Kittle. Maybe the 49ers are going to bring in a veteran piece to back him up, and it's a familiar face. Delanie Walker, free agent tight end, according to Mike Garafolo of the NFL Network, is flying to Santa Clara for a workout with the 49ers on Wednesday. A lot of 49ers fans very familiar with him because he spent a lot of time with the Niner gang from 2006 to 2012. He was rocking the scarlet, red, white, and gold. He did sit out last year, but this was the plan all along. It was for him to sit out 2020, rest his body a little bit, and play in 2021. Just needed to rest and heal because in 2018 as well as 2019, he was really banged up and his seasons were cut short by numerous injuries. He is older, turns 37 years old in August, was drafted by the 49ers in the 6th round of the 2006 draft, going way back out of Central Missouri. He's had a really good career, a 3-time Pro Bowler, a second-team All-Pro back in 2015. A lot of his good production and great seasons coming with the Tennessee Titans. And there was a video that was released back in April where Delanie Walker worked out, sent it to a few teams, put it out on social media. He looked cut, he looked fit, he looked really spry, and this is what he had to say after that workout. I've been telling teams, I'm chilling. I'm taking this time off to let my body heal, and they know what I can do. I'll come back next year stronger, faster, and healthier, so that's the plan. So for the Niner Empire watching right now, should the 49ers sign Delanie Walker to back up George Kittle? They have Ross Dwelly, they have Charlie Warner, as well as Daniel Helm. Could Delanie Walker be a better option? Let us know. Type S for sign, type P for pass. Get your votes in the comment section down below. Let's take a look at the 49ers depth chart right now. George Kittle still one of the best and most dynamic and dangerous tight ends across the entire National Football League. But behind him, some questions. Ross Dwelly, I think he has some talent. Is he better than Delanie Walker at this point of his career? Maybe. Charlie Warner right now is tight end number 3. Daniel Helm, tight end number 4. He's been on and off the roster with the 49ers over the last couple of seasons. There's no doubt that in terms of career statistics and career accolades, Delanie Walker is better than all of those guys outside of George Kittle, but the production hasn't been there in a little while. I talk about those injuries in 2018 and 2019 that cut his season short. Really hasn't had a great season since 2015 when he was named a second-team All-Pro with the Tennessee Titans, but in that season, he was tremendous. He was dominant. 133 targets, 94 receptions, more than 1,000 yards receiving, as well as 6 touchdowns. So maybe a year off has really helped Delanie Walker get back, get healthier. He looks spry, as I talk about in that video that was put out on social media in April. Here's a glimpse at what he can do, but at the same time, this was 6 years ago. So we'll see how he looks in that workout and if the 49ers bring him in for training camp. Today's 49ers Report is made possible thanks to our friends at Manscaped. You go to manscaped.com/49ers and enter the promo code 49ers. You get 20% off plus free shipping on the best men's grooming products, including the brand new Lawnmower 4.0. Delanie Walker is a tremendous athlete. He looks as though he was built in a lab. The brand new Lawnmower 4.0 was built in a lab, and it has unbelievable technology. 4 interchangeable blades, a light so that you can see what you're doing. If you want to trim your hair, your beard, or clean yourself up down below, the Lawnmower 4.0 allows you to do just that. Also, the battery life lasts forever, and if you drop it in the toilet, because let's be honest, sometimes that happens, it is waterproof as well. So once again, manscaped.com/49ers. Enter the promo code 49ers. You get 20% off plus free shipping on all of the best men's grooming products from Manscaped, including the Lawnmower 4.0. I'll put this link in the description as well as the comments. A lot of buzz from 49ers OTAs last week surrounding the wide receiver 3 battle. And Could Jauan Jennings, be the guy who takes that vaunted number 3 spot ahead of a guy like maybe Jalen Hurd, who's dealt with injury issues in his first 2 seasons across the NFL? Jauan Jennings, he's really impressed during OTAs. He was picked in the 7th round last year out of the University of Tennessee. He was placed on the practice squad in 2020. His season cut short because of a hamstring injury. But we talked about this a lot on the channel, that outside of Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, guys who are maybe smaller in terms of height, the 49ers don't have a big-bodied wide receiver who can be a jump ball target. Jauan Jennings fits that physical profile. He's big, 6'3", 215 pounds. At the University of Tennessee, he was known as a really physical wideout. He doesn't have blazing speed. He's not going to take the top off of the defense and separate at an elite level, but he has improved his body shape, he's improved his speed and an explosiveness, and that is showed during OTAs. He's come in better shape, and maybe, just maybe, Jauan Jennings, a late-round pick, 7th-round guy out of Tennessee, could be a future Kendrick Bourne replacement. I think it could come down to maybe him and maybe Jalen Hurd. Jalen Hurd hasn't been able to stay on the field. If Jauan Jennings can, maybe he takes advantage of this opportunity. Here's what he did in 2019 at Tennessee, and of course, for rookies last year, really hard for a lot of these guys to crack the roster who were late-round picks and UDFAs because of limited training camp, no preseason games at all. I think Jauan Jennings fits in that category. But as a volunteer in 2019, I mean, he was really good. 59 receptions, 969 yards, 8 touchdowns, average yards per catch at 16.5. And when you look at the current 49ers wide receivers right now, in terms of roster spots being safe, of course, Deebo Samuel is going to continue to ball out and build on the momentum that he had in his rookie year when he was really a standout on that 49ers Super Bowl roster. Brandon Ayuk last year was tremendous as a rookie. Look, Jalen Hurd, after a back injury coming out of Baylor that cut his rookie season short, and then an ACL tear that cut his second season short, has to prove that he can be readily available and stay on the football field. That's why we talk about Jauan Jennings possibly being wide receiver number 3. He's going to be competing with guys like Mohamed Sanu, River Craycraft, and Travis Benjamin. So could Jauan Jennings, in fact, be the wide receiver number 3 on this roster? It's going to be a fascinating training camp battle. Let me know what you're all thinking. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Be sure to get your votes in the comment section down below. I think when it comes training camp time, the training camp battle to watch, there are a couple of them to keep an eye on. Who's going to be the RB1, the RB2, the RB3, especially with some of the injuries that have happened at the running back spot with Jeff Wilson and the depth there. But wide receiver 3 is a really intriguing battle during training camp as well because of the reasons that I mentioned. Can Jalen Hurd live up to the expectations of being a high-round draft pick out of Baylor? Can he stay healthy? Can Jauan Jennings, a 7th-round guy, end up surprising a lot of people, proving himself in training camp as well as the preseason, and locking down that spot? Can't wait to see how all of that shakes out. Let's do a little roundup because there have been a lot of transactions, that the 49ers have made over the last couple of days. Here, as we record this on Tuesday, the 49ers have released quarterback Josh Johnson. Crazy number right here. He has been released 15 times throughout his entire NFL career, including 5 times by the 49ers. You talk about a journeyman, that's Josh Johnson right there. Also, the 49ers continue to add depth to their receiving core. They did sign wide receiver Andy Jones. They're bringing in linebacker depth as well. They tried out Brandon Marshall, former Broncos linebacker, last week, but did end up signing linebacker James Burgess. And Ronald Blair, former defensive lineman with the 49ers, has reunited with his former defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, with the New York Jets. Make sure you're subscribed to the 49ers Report, and if you haven't already done so, what are you doing? It's the best and most entertaining 49ers coverage here on YouTube, and we are on the road to 37,000 subscribers. Currently, we're getting there. We're closing in on that gap. We're bringing you the latest news and rumors, and we give you free videos every single day, and also we go live every single Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific. So make sure you are subscribed to the 49ers Report by Chat Sports. Either hit that big red button down below or go to youtube.com/49ers TV.